Good morning. This is your media report for Monday, May 9th, 2016. I'm Sergeant Lori McGee, Media Relations Officer for the St. John Police Force. Since Friday morning, May 6th, until today's date, police have responded to 403 calls for service. The St. John Police Force would like to hear from anyone that has any information concerning any of our calls or investigations. We can be reached at 506-648-3333, at our email, police@stjohn.ca, or you can do it anonymously through the Provincial Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477, or on their website at crimemb.ca. On Friday morning at 6:42 a.m., police responded to a Summer Street residence for a report of a domestic dispute. A 25-year-old male was arrested for assaulting his girlfriend when it was reported that he grabbed her during an argument. The accused was taken into custody and later released on conditions to appear in court at a later date. At 7:12 a.m., police were called to a Bay Street residence for a report of a home invasion. It was reported by the caller that two males entered his residence. Both were armed with weapons and had their faces concealed. The suspects made off with a small amount of money and are believed to have fled the scene in a vehicle parked nearby. This is not believed to be a random act, and the caller received minor injuries that did not require medical attention. The incident remains under investigation with the Major Crime Unit. At 1:45 p.m., police went to a Leaside Lane residence where they arrested a 40-year-old male for a violation of his court order when he failed to phone into Major Crime as directed. He was held in custody for a court appearance. On Friday evening at 9:30 p.m., police were called to a Rockland Road residence for a report of a theft. The caller reported the theft of a purse from an unlocked vehicle. There are no suspects. On Saturday morning at 11:54 a.m., as a result of a two-vehicle accident on McAllister Drive, a 55-year-old male operator of one vehicle was arrested for impaired driving. He was later released to appear in court at a later date. On Saturday evening at 7:20 p.m., police responded to a Howard Court residence for an intoxicated male banging on a door. The caller reports that her common-law husband kicked the door in and assaulted her when he shoved her. The accused, aged 25, fled out a rear door and was arrested by police on McLaren Boulevard after a brief scuffle. The accused was charged for forcible entry, assault, and obstruction, as well as for possession of a weapon, a knife, located on him while being searched. He also had an outstanding failure to attend warrant. He was held in custody for a court appearance. At 10:05 p.m., police took a report of a theft of a vehicle from a Kennedy Street residence. The vehicle, a 2003 Dodge Caravan, was later located on Main Street North after a report of a vehicle on fire. The incident remains under investigation. At 4:56 a.m., police were called to an Elliott Row residence for a report of an assault. It was reported that a male grabbed his girlfriend and pulled her to the floor and down some stairs. The victim received minor injuries. The 25-year-old accused was arrested for assault and taken into custody. He was later released on conditions and he will appear in court at a later date. On Sunday at 10:15 a.m., police arrested a 35-year-old male for 2 counts of theft after police were called to Canadian Tire West as well as Sobeys at 1 Plaza Avenue for a report of a theft involving the same suspect. He was later released to appear in court at a later date. At 10:48 a.m., police arrested a 29-year-old male on Sandy Point Road after police received a call to an Anglin Drive residence reporting that the male was on conditions to have no contact with the female caller. He was held in custody for a court appearance. At 11:18 a.m., police received a call from a third party stating that a female was punched in the face by her boyfriend. The accused, aged 25, was later arrested when police conducted a vehicle stop on Kennard Street. He was also charged for violating conditions of a court order to have no contact with the victim. He was held in custody for a court appearance. At 3:45 p.m., police were called to the Superstore on Rossley Avenue for a report of a theft. A 27-year-old female was arrested for 2 counts of theft. She was later released to appear in court at a later date. At 5:41 p.m., police were called to the area of Anglin Drive for a report of an uncooperative female refusing to pay for a cab fare. A 33-year-old female was arrested for fraudulently obtaining cab fare as well as for causing a disturbance and assaulting a police officer after she began screaming and cursing and became combative with the officer during her arrest. She was later released on conditions to appear in court at a later date. At 1:55 a.m. this morning, a 23-year-old male was arrested for a breach of the peace after he went to a Mecklenburg Street residence banging on a door, harassing a female inside. He was warned once by police, but he returned a second time, resulting in his arrest. He was taken into custody and later released. This concludes the media report for Monday, May 9th. Have a good day and be safe.